start it? How do we start it?
Oh.
Should we be like all the other influencers and be like,
Anybody's
so many
an
people have been
influencer,
asking us.
No.
Okay, so we have officially been married for a year.
Yes, we have.
Crushed it, killed it. We decided that every year we were going to do kind of our marriage in review.
I like the idea of that. I thought it was a good idea when we came. It was funny that we just kind of made it up as like a joke.
We're like, what are some
sitting at dinner.
improvements and what are some things we learned? And then we were like, let's pick 3 each. Let's just do it. So, the first one is either size or number for food orders. Always add at least 1 to Steph's order.
One asparagus, it's like, no, can we actually just add another order of asparagus? So
This is true.
if you're gonna get a medium fries from McDonald's, you should just order a large.
That's just obvious.
If we're gonna check 1 bag, we should probably check 2.
Okay, that's enough out of you. Okay, this one is mine. So Zach, anytime we get into a booth or a car, you open the door for me, and then I sit down, and instead of you going around to the other side of the car or the other side of the booth, he just stands there and says,
Alright.
move over or squish over. And if you're in a dress, this is actually way harder than it looks. I hate it. So my improvement from our first year is no more squishing. I am sitting there, go around.
So when we were in Columbus for the Arnold, the Uber was on like a busy street, right? So
Risk your life.
when they pull up on the side of the sidewalk, it's safer to just get in off the side of the sidewalk.
I think going into year 2, we should risk our lives.
That's up for debate.
Okay, I think this one's yours. When
so-
getting or doing something for yourself, do it for the other person also. This is something I think we were in. What? REI.
We went, and I was getting a camp chair, and you were in the car,
Yeah.
and so I went and got the chair, came back out, put the chair in the truck, and we started to drive away.
One chair.
One
chair. Who are you sitting with?
But you also have to remember that growing up as an only child, I never had to worry about getting things for
Yes,
other people. I
that's
really
fair.
only had to worry about getting
So we
things
were
for myself.
learning consideration.
Not consideration, but that there are other
Other
people
people.
who might actually need something.
That did not sound good at all. Anyway, 4th one. I learned that even though I'm a morning person, not everyone is a morning person.
Well-
So no lights are allowed to be on before 7 a.m.
Most people are just waking up and they don't like to be blasted by the sun when they first wake up.
I think the bathroom lights being on isn't that bad, but I've adapted. When I hear you get up, I will actually get up, turn off the lights, and sit there in the dark doing my hair or whatever I was doing. I'm pretty good. I
You've
did.
gotten a
The
lot
last
better.
week or 2, I've like actually stopped what I'm doing when I hear you get up and turned off the lights.
That is true.
Okay, so our 5th one is no spontaneous decision making over the phone, especially on parent calls. You better hope our family doesn't watch this video. I know exactly the scenario that made me come up with this. It's when your parents call and you go, oh yeah, June 12th? Let me see if we're free. Babe, are we free June 12th? Just say, I'll check and I'll let you know.
Because to me, it's just a yes or no. Are we free or are we not? In general,
Are you free November 16th?
you have, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. In general, you have more things planned out than I do. You're very
Yes.
organized. Like you have a calendar of things, whereas I don't.
Last one. You will be the fun parent and I will be the strict parent, but you promised you would help me be fun.
No, but I'm just a little bit more carefree and kind of go with the flow.
I
More
go
like
with my flow.
Right, but you're more just like strict and rigid, and so. But I feel like we support each other.
I think we discovered this a lot with like co-parenting Cedar, and well,
The very first day of the therapy thing, when we were sitting around in the backyard, you were paying attention. After about an hour of sitting there listening to them talk, I thought it was just an informational meeting, so I reached down and started like playing with him and started rolling him around on the ground and scratching his belly and grabbing his paws. And then you got mad at me, and then
yeah, because we were working. It's a work
yes,
thing.
that
He's
was
a trainer.
that was my
You're
mistake.
in therapy. Everybody else's dog is at attention, and you're like, whoa, Cedar. On the ground.
That was my fault because at the end of it is when they said, yeah, this whole thing was a test to see how long your dog could be patient. Yeah, I ruined that one. But he still passed.
You and him passed. I didn't realize that each handler had to pass, and so you and Cedar passed, and Cedar and I failed.
I like our idea when we made this list to, update it every year and maybe
It's
even
fun.
comment on the first things like, did we accomplish this or not?
Has anything changed? Year 25, we're still working on year 1 stuff. And then next year I think it'll be interesting just to see how we grow and, as things change with families and more puppies, more dogs.
Yeah, life, family, things like that. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think it'll be good. It'll be good. Love you.
Love you too.